Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Dogecoin holders. Appreciate you guys as always. Let's analyze and take a look at what's happening with Dogecoin's price, and of course what we could be expecting going into Friday morning. I'm sure at this point everyone knows what's happening with the crypto markets. We've seen Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. We're talking about a 7% increase for BTC just in the last 24 hours, and of course in Bitcoin standards that's quite a large move. So altcoins are performing really nicely today. I'm sure if you've been accumulating altcoins, meme coins over the course of the last few months, you are excited because, of course, we're seeing a lot of excitement, really coming across the board. And this was something that, we've been discussing. If you follow my channel on a regular day-to-day basis, you guys know I've been anticipating this move to happen. So for anyone that follows the channel, we are not surprised, of course. But anyone that's coming new for the first time, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe if you have not done so already. So looking across the board, we're seeing, like I said, a lot of green for pretty much the broader market. As far as Dogecoin is concerned, we're looking about a 9% increase. It's not just Dogecoin, of course. The entire market is up. We need to keep that in mind. The price is at around 19.8 cents if we were to round it up, about 20 cents per Doge. And in Bitcoin comparative, we're up about 2.8%. Valuation sitting at about $30 million almost, and the 24-hour trading volume for Dogecoin has gone through the roof. I want you guys to realize that we're looking at $7 billion in the last 24-hour in terms of just the volume itself. And when was the last time we saw this much interest coming in? It's been quite some time, and that should really tell you that things are heating up. And of course, if you look at the index, that kind of shows very, very interesting things that are taking place. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So I want you guys to really take a look at the meme coin category. In terms of just the market cap itself, we're back above $70 billion, $70.5 billion to be exact. And if you're looking across the last 24 hours, double-digit gainers across the board. Double-digit gainers. And I'm sure at this point you guys understand the risk associated with meme coins. At the end of the day, we need to remember one thing. 99.8% of these meme coins are going to go to zero. Yes, there's going to be some blue chips, but even the blue chips are going to, be impacted by that bear market. Yes, regulatory clarities come in towards the crypto markets, but not all of these are going to, survive. Yes, there's a lot of analysts around, the world that are projecting that the 4-year cycle no longer exists because, of course, the regulatory clarity coming. And I somewhat agree with that. What I mean by that is, if you're looking at the coins that are getting the ETF approved, I think those are the ones that are no longer going to be impacted, by this bear market. Yes, of course, market is going to, fluctuate. And again, this is just my own personal opinion, but majority of the broader market is still going to be impacted by the bear market. So that's something I want you to keep it in mind. And of course, you guys are probably wondering, why am I saying this? Because of course, you need to lock in those profits. When the market heats up, you don't just want to leave these profits off the table. You want to scale your position out. And how do you do that? Have an exit strategy. Simple as that. But do let me know in the comments down below if you know what meme core is. This thing is absolutely ripping. It's just quite interesting to see what this thing is even about. I'm going to kind of look into it, but do let me know in the comments if you know about that. But Dogecoin, of course, has that first mover advantage. It's the biggest meme coin in the crypto meme coin space. The reason why we have a $70.5 billion meme coin market cap is due to Dogecoin's existence. If it weren't for Dogecoin, I don't think memes could have gone to the level it is now. So if you're looking at the market cap, $30 million, quite impressive. Of course, the 24-hour trading volume about $7 billion. But let's take a look at the price because, of course, I'm sure you guys want to know, what's happening with the price. So, of course, look at the dominance. Dominance has gone down quite a bit. And yes, we have seen a little bit of an increase. I'll tell you why, in my opinion, we're seeing a little bit of an increase over the course of the last few hours for the dominance. If you're looking at BTC and how Bitcoin has been performing, Bitcoin actually ended up hitting a new all-time high at $118,334. Absolutely mind-boggling, to say the least, that, we're seeing Bitcoin just completely, seeing crazy euphoric type of, moves happening. But what we did see happen here, actually, let me shift it to the hourly time frame so you really understand what we're looking at. Let's give it a refresh live, and we'll see it from there. So Bitcoin, 1 hour. So look at this. So after we touched our new all-time high, which was, again, like I said, at $118,339, we did see a retracement, and we actually retested $117,436, which is barely anything, but that caused the dominance to go up a little bit. And if you're looking at the last 1 hour, we're seeing a little bit of a retracement for the broader market. But with the strength BTC is showing right now, I wouldn't even be surprised if we wake up tomorrow and Bitcoin is already sitting at an all-time high, because we need to understand we're on the verge of breaking yet again a new all-time high enterprise discovery mode. So in Bitcoin standards, we're looking amazing. BTC dominance still not showing the strength that we want to see. And that's actually a good thing if you're an altcoin holder, because you don't want to see the dominance, showing strength. And that's not what it's doing. So that's a good thing. But now if you're looking at Doge here, Doge is pretty much still in the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. But we're below that key range, and I'm sure at this point you guys know that key range, which is at around 22 cents. Last time, the price of Dogecoin was back above that key range was back in May. And we know what happened in May. If you want a quick reminder, look at what happened with the dominance in May. Quite a sharp decline, which of course caused altcoins to really soar. And right now, if you're looking at Doge, we're still within the 78.6, but we're retesting some very, very key resistance, as we can see for ourselves. If I showed this to you guys on the daily time frame, you can really see we're retesting some of the levels, that obviously we have since 2021. If this resistance is able to break out, we are going to get to that main target at 22.2 cents. And after turning that into support, that's where the excitement really kicks in my opinion. Yes, people are going to be more focused on the 0.50, 38.2, the 23.6, Fibonacci levels, but I don't want you guys to be focusing on those right now. Let's cross the May high. If we're able to break out of the May high, that would be the biggest confirmation for myself that, yes, things are about to get really exciting. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, Crypto ZX, why are you not excited? I'm definitely excited for the broader market. If you've been following the channel, you guys know that I am very, very excited. But in terms of Dogecoin, in order for us to talk about some of the higher levels, we want to break out of May high first to retest the, early beginning of the year levels, which of course is where, the excitement really kicks in. But if you want to put this into perspective, in terms of the 22.1 cents mark, we're looking at about 11.9, so pretty much 12% move from where we currently are. With the way things are going, wouldn't be surprised if that does end up happening. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Where do you see the price of Dogecoin going? And yeah, if you have not subscribed or you're waiting for, hit that red subscribe button. We'll see you later. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.